season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. On second down, Etienne once more. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees it, the ball's moved to...
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Trayvon Walker, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Option play, here's Hall. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Wilson. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Jags grab it. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Too rocky.
I saw that. I got it. And, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time, he used his quickness to make a play.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Lawrence. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
And that wound up traveling an even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
They'll run with Etienne. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Here's Lawrence. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll give it to Hall to start the drive. Full to run show Fatukasi there on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's out right at the 25. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting.
Finds through, and now a crease. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Etienne. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That play unable to get started thanks to the defense of Quan Alexander.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They go play action with Lawrence. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jermaine Johnson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. A handoff for Hall. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Hall again on second down. They find some open field here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. ETN up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Well, they sit him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Well, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete. On fourth down on his Logan Cook to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Robinson will try to pick it up. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Here's Wilson to throw. He finds Corey Davis. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Wilson. He gets it underneath to Hall. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Let's go. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Able to break the tackle and get some breathing room before being brought down just outside the 5. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Throwing is Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And a check down, complete to Hall. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Here we go, set.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this 2nd half. This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Ball again on 2nd down. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On third down, Wilson. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson,
63 yards.
and the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
So line connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
He completes it to Ridley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
A handoff.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And now after coughing up the football, serious concerns on that sideline. Their defense surrenders the tying touchdown to start the third quarter, and now the offense follows that up by committing the turnover.
And I think you're sensing the exact same thing that I'm sensing, that the energy, much different here in the second half. We talk about it a lot, but you can feel it kind of rippling through the stadium, and it's affecting the players.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw is Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And some room to maneuver. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne,
31 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front.
extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
92 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now here's a pass on first down. Away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now it's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Andre Sisco.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
This is taken at about the 14.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short.
And that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Wilson. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17.
So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
On third down, Lawrence.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Etienne.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Throwing on 2nd and 8.
Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On first down, Lawrence.
And he will find Ridley on the left side.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Complete to Calvin Ridley. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Break. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And a short gain down to about the 33. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 17-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Etienne with it.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson.
That is caught by Mims.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And now here is another interception. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Now Lawrence on first down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
They'll run. It's Etienne.
And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 36.
130 30 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
They'll run with ETN.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
And they'll run here with ETN.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go. Block it. And kick.
One more time with ETN.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Wilson to throw. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds It's about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Here's Wilson. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe call is to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
On second down, ETN once more. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now third down as the clock runs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
On the set.
Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
Here we go. Set.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. Man open. Here is Jones. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Jets won the toss. They'll get the first shot at finding a winner as we are back underway here in overtime. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Davis.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. On 1st down, Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson.
Down inside the 10.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game.